Global warming, as we know, is a big topic on the news. We are constantly hearing about the different effects that it has on our Earth, but one that we often don't hear about is the effect that it has on evolution. Global warming is caused due to the production of heat from humans, causing temperature rise, which traps greenhouse gases. Al Gore, former U.S. president, has discovered that a temperature rise of even a few degrees can cause entire islands to disappear, resulting in hurricanes and tropical storms. Although global warming is a big topic on the news, the effects it has on evolution are often hidden. Global warming is a climatic and environmental issue, but over the past 20 years, it has really been shown how it is affecting evolution. The key mechanism to evolution is natural selection, which causes certain organisms to evolve due to the environment changing. In populations with different species, some will be able to survive and reproduce better than others at higher temperatures. So, if temperatures rise, some individuals will have an advantage for delivering offspring, and their offspring will become more tolerant to hotter environments. So, if the population has genetic variety, some will be able to survive better than others, giving some of the population the chance to evolve. Over the last 25 years, the globe's surface temperatures have risen about half a degree Fahrenheit. This doesn't sound like a lot, but it is enough to change the ecology and evolution of life on Earth. There's a few cases where species have evolved from experiencing change in gene frequency. Due to global warming, species don't necessarily become more heat tolerant, but are actually adapting to the changes in seasonal timing. And there are some specific animal examples for this. One being Canadian squirrels. They have been evolving to use an advantage of the earlier spring and to breed earlier. This allows them to hoard more pine cones for winter, for survival and next year's production. Squirrels that have these genes for earlier breeding are a lot more successful than others. The bird known as the European great tit has also evolved different breeding times. Birds that can adjust to egg laying earlier in the spring so that it coincides with greater food like caterpillars. With recent climate change, caterpillars also have been maturing earlier due to climate change. Birds with genes with more flexible egg laying times are more successful than others. The black-capped birds have been evolving due to changes in its migration patterns. Blackcaps have begun, due to overwinter in the new warmer temperature, migrate to Britain instead of Spain, Portugal, and North Africa, as they typically did. The North American mosquito has evolved to take advantage of longer summers to gather resources while the weather is good. Mosquitoes with genes that let them wait longer before going dormant before winter are typically more successful. Small animals who have larger population sizes and shorter generation times helps them to evolve to the changing environment. A larger population means the species is more likely to have genetic variation needed for evolution. Having short generation time means their rate of evolutionary change may be able to change and keep pace of environmental change. Larger animals have slower generation times and evolve slower, so it is harder for them to evolve to climate change. So, if global warming continues, these species may face extinction. A plant example for how global warming is affecting evolution is a field mustard plant, which has evolved due to a 4-year-long drought in Southern California that has been linked to global warming. This plant's flower producing seeds in the end of the rainy season, so when there is a drought, the plants may die. This natural selection favors the early bloomers. Now, to tie this into humans first lived in dry grasslands and shrubland, where climates were warm, but the earth started to cool down. The rapid temperature changes, shifting from wet or dry conditions, influenced human evolution, affecting dispersal events, extinction, and biological and cultural adaptation. An article from Scott Solomon shows that as climate change brings rising temperatures and drought, elongating seasons, animals and plants have been evolving to keep up. As the Earth continues to get hotter, changes are to be expected, including in humans. This includes the internal workings of us, but also in our physical appearance. Due to a warmer climate, many diseases could arise, including malaria and other diseases typically seen in the tropics. So, if we become exposed to these, our bodies will have to evolve to fight them. Some research has even brought scientists to believe that due to warming differences between human races could disappear. Over time, because skin color differences come from natural selection, gene flow could cause similarity in skin color. The pigmentation is meant to protect people from sunlight, so this is why skin color started off as closely matching the intensity of sunlight in their region. Now, natural selection doesn't do much and is more just controlled by our parents' genes. Climate change has been a huge impact in human evolution through shaping our environments, influencing migration, changing our diets, social structures, and technology advancements. These adaptations have played a big role in the survival and progression of the human species over time. And it can confidently be stated that climate change has been a huge step in getting us to where we are today and will continue to influence our adaptation and where humans will end up in the future. So, as you can see, climate change has been a big impact on how many different species have evolved over a long period of time. So I think we can use this knowledge to predict that this won't stop and that climate change will continue to keep affecting how we evolve, especially in the case when it comes to humans.